Christina Ennis, and welcome to the Mineral Resources Review 2024 podcast. Today we are sponsored by Calibre Mining and powered by Gale Force Winds. I have the pleasure of being joined now by Pieter Loock. Pieter is the General Manager of Labrador Operations with Vale. Thank you for joining me, Pieter.
Nice to be here, thank you.
Awesome. So, Pieter, can we kick off our interview today with you telling me a little bit about yourself and your background?
Sure. Originally born in South Africa, raised in South Africa, studied mining engineering, spent my entire career building mines and operating underground mines, specifically hard rock underground mines. And around 2019, this opportunity crossed my path to for Voisey's Bay specifically.
Right.
I saw in the news the history of Voisey's Bay, and it's going from open pit to underground.
Yeah.
And that's really piqued my interest, and made contact with the company, and the rest is history. So we're still here. Went through the phases for the project phases, ramping up the mine, and hopefully taking the mine into full production very soon.
Awesome. So for those who might not have gotten a chance to hear your talk you did this morning for update on the project, can you give us a little snapshot on what the project was that's happened up at Voisey's Bay?
Sure. So Voisey's Bay has been mining for anywhere from 15 to 20 years. If you include the pre-works for the original project. The project was originally an open pit mine.
Right.
Fantastic ore body, world-class deposit as a whole. But the open pit was coming to an end,
right,
and we had to find a mechanism to replace that ore feed. And with the ore body continuing underground, the natural development is to take the mine underground. So
right,
it entails building two underground mines essentially to replace the ore that we used to get from the open pit mine. Workforce for the underground anywhere from 800 to 1,000 employees.
800 to 1,000.
It's a pretty big operation, full fly in, fly out. There's no road access. It's only boat access, shipping, and flights. So fantastic opportunity, very big mine, very big operation. It is like I said initially, a world-class deposit, pretty much known in the world for the uniqueness and the quality of the asset, and we're taking it underground and
right,
hoping to be mining it for decades to come.
It's awesome chatting with folks like yourself who aren't from here, who recognize it as a world-class asset. I think a lot of folks in Newfoundland and Labrador, we've been hearing about projects that have been ongoing for my entire lifetime, and I think it just kind of glosses over people's heads sometimes that these assets that we have in the province are massively valuable, and that is recognized outside of the borders of just our province.
Absolutely.
And thank you for making the trek to Newfoundland for the last 5 years to do this project. So I've asked other folks what brings you here. It's obvious what brought you here to the Mineral Resources Review as an operator of a mine that's expanding. But why is it important for Vale to have a presence at these types of events?
There's a number of reasons, and firstly, it's to see what else is happening in the province, to connect with other mining companies, and to find, in our case, where can we join forces as the mining companies in the province,
right,
to steer directions or talks in certain directions, or to talk about the same problems or same challenges we might have,
right,
and how to pool resources to get to the solution. So it does help speaking to other mining companies. It does help speaking to the educational institutions,
right,
higher level or higher education, about our future needs, what types of qualifications and skills we would like future workers to have, and not only for Voisey's Bay and for Vale, but for the province as a whole. I think that's the exciting thing about this whole conference, is just to see the potential in mining in the entire province. I never knew that before I came to Newfoundland and before I came to these conferences,
right,
just how big the mining opportunity in the province is.
Absolutely.
And we need to unlock it.
For sure. And it's something, as someone, I felt I was very informed about this sector before I got here this week, but I've learned so much. I knew that there was a lot of mining activity going on. I did not know the scope really of how many people really were employed outside of these major projects that we know about, like with Calibre and Vale and IOC and Rio Tinto. But and Takora. But outside of that, there's so many projects going on. It's really awesome. And one thing that's really unique about mining is that it's literally all across the province. It's on the west coast of the island, it's on the east coast of the island, all across central, and in Labrador, all across Labrador, which most sectors aren't literally everywhere. So it's pretty neat.
Yeah, and kudos to MRR and the CIM and the province for actually pulling this off. And when I've been here, I think this is my third year here, and it's grown every year. And the quality of the presentations, the new entrants into the market, there's so much growth and it's visible. It's really exciting.
It's awesome. So I'm going to switch gears for just a moment before we clue up. But Pieter, what's been your favorite part of being a Newfoundlander and Labradorian for the past 5 years?
If you look at Voices Bay specifically, it's to take an asset like that from essentially creating something out of nothing. There is no real underground mines in Labrador, very little in Newfoundland. So we took essentially, like I said, creating something from nothing. We had to take a lot of employees who never had any exposure to underground. We had to bring them in through various training initiatives. Seeing them now being really confident, really successful, doing very well in the mining industry, in coming from various different backgrounds, I think that is one of the things I'm most proud of. Secondly is our relationships with our Aboriginal partners. We got two fantastic partners, the Innu Nation and United Civic Government. And I think the Voices Bay IBAs with those two partners has been heralded worldwide as best in class, and it is fantastic to have that cooperation and that structure as well. And lastly, our safety performance. Given that we have so many new entrants into the underground mining who's never done it before, we taught them the underground skills, got them into the production, and we've won the John T. Ryan Safety Awards multiple years. In that new environment, I think that's pretty special as well.
That is an excellent achievement, and it's a testament to the culture of Vale and up in Voices Bay. People are proud of the work that they're doing. I think they're proud of the contribution they're making to the province, and that's reflected in safety performance, retention, expansion opportunities. Pieter, is there anything else you'd like to add before we close up this afternoon?
No, it's just it's really exciting to be here. Thank you very much for the opportunity to speak. If there's one message that I can leave with everybody who's at the conference is, we've got such a fantastic opportunity to put Newfoundland on the world stage for energy, for mining, for critical minerals. If we can all pull together and make sure we have the people in place, the resources, the training, education, I really think this province is going to grow significantly over the next couple of decades, and I'm hoping to still be a part of it.
Awesome. It's one thing to be from here and be proud of this place, but it's really awesome to meet someone who's not from here, who's also super proud and recognizes the value here in Newfoundland, Labrador. Thanks so much, Pieter, for joining me, and stay tuned, folks, for more from the Mineral Resources Review.